And our superintendent here in Putnam County, Rick Surrency, is in the studio this morning. I bet you have a lot going on these
Yes,
next
we
few
do.
days.
Yep. This is an exciting time of the year. Sure is.
So, what's that like for you, though, being the superintendent? Because you've spent a lot of years going and getting ready for a classroom or an administrative role. This is a little bit different for the start of the school year.
Yeah, this is actually my 40th year in education, and 39 of them have been in the schools. So this is quite a change for me, but it's kind of different looking at it from the district office and just making sure our principals and teachers have everything they need. I mean, we're still hiring teachers in some of our schools now, so that's kind of nerve-wracking when you're a week away from starting school and you don't have all your teachers hired.
And I think I saw in the paper too, there was job openings listed there for substitutes. Are there still other opportunities as well?
Absolutely. Substitutes, especially bus drivers, we have a number of positions available, so definitely reach out to us, especially if you want to be a substitute. And there's a process you need to go through first.
So do they just need to go to the school district office?
Yeah, there's actually a number you can call, and it's the company we have hired is called Source for Teachers, and there's a number you can call our office. We can give you the number, or go to our website. But that company actually hires our subs, and manages subs going into the schools. So we can get you on board pretty quick.
All right, very good. Now, I hear there's some sort of change with busing that you wanted to maybe mention and let people know what's happening with that.
Of course, we talked about school times and changing school times, and we've had some meetings across the district over the summer, and I just try to reach out to parents and help them make the transition. And a lot of our parents said, we need help getting our children, our younger children, to daycares. And recently, our board disapproved transporting students to daycares on our buses. So we have reversed that. Our board changed that policy last night at the board meeting. As a result, we're trying to assist parents in getting their children to daycare because the elementary schools start earlier. A lot of parents are on their jobs, so we're just trying to meet their needs. And so every daycare within the 2-mile limit, is eligible for students to be transported.
Well, that, with all the changes that have taken place, I've heard people talking about the school times and how that's affecting their schedules and their families. And I'm sure that wasn't an easy decision to make any of those changes because no matter what you do, it's not going to make everybody happy. So I know that's probably a difficult position for the board to be in.
Yeah, it is, and it really is. And I really appreciate the way people have, made the transition and are making the transition. It's not easy. I mean, we've all try to get kids to school, and especially if you have kids in more than one school, and trying to have somebody get them to the bus stop and pick them up in the afternoon. I mean, that's life, and I certainly appreciate that. And we've really tried to work with parents and try to meet their needs as far as making that change. But in the end, it's what's best for kids, and it's going to help our entire district, and we all have to work together on that. And I really appreciate the way people have responded.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
What do you want parents and teachers and students and everybody to know about back to school?
Well, thanks for asking. I actually have received a few phone calls already about bus routes, especially with our school times. People want to know, when are we going to know what times buses come and where they're picking up, and that normally they normally are working on that right up till school time. But we're going to have that available on August 8th, which I believe is Tuesday. So if you'll check with your schools, we should have those routes available at that time. And of course, the first day and first week of school is always a little chaotic, and I'm just going to ask for people's patience. And you know how it is. If you're a parent or a teacher, our main goal is, getting kids in safely to school, getting them fed, making sure they know where their classes are, and making sure they get home. So sometimes buses might run late, sometimes the lines might be a little long, but we want to make sure everyone is safe and taken care of. So just please be patient with us those first few days, and we'll get through it.
So do you know about how many students we have in Putnam County schools?
We are right at 11,000, approaching 11,000.
Oh, I had no idea it was that many.
Yeah.
So that's a lot of folks with the first day jitters and the trying to figure out where to go, and parents waiting in the long pickup lines or trying to figure out the best route, especially if it's a new school this year. So definitely patience with one another, with the school, with the bus, and with your own kids. It's going to be a challenge.
Yeah, it's like anything else. It takes a while to get in that routine, and there's a lot of You know, we have some new students that come to our county. We have some students that are changing schools, students that are going from elementary to middle school, you know, just normal stuff during the year. And it takes time, but it is an exciting time, and we want to make sure day one our kids are learning too. I mean, our teachers are there, they're prepared, they have their classroom set up, and you know, there's a certain amount of orientation going on, but we want to make sure that learning is taking place. And especially, make sure you know when your child's open house is taking place or registration, because that's a great time for parents to go in and meet their teachers, you know, form those relationships, find out what their teachers require. You know, that's going on now and for the next week or so. So be sure to attend that open house. That's the most important.
You know, I have a friend on Facebook that's a teacher at one of our local schools, and she had put something on her status about how disappointed she was that a lot of parents had missed an open house or some sort of event that she had going on. She said, but that's because when I mailed out a postcard to let them know about it, I got a giant stack of them back in the mail because we didn't have the correct address, and so they ended up missing out. So if parents haven't updated their address with the school or the school district, do they just go directly to the school to do that?
Well, normally every year the school will update, the teachers will get information. When they go to meet with their the parents meet with teachers, they will update that information. And you know, if for some reason they can't get a hold of parents, they will try to reach out, send things home with the student and that type of thing. So we try to constantly update the information, phone numbers and all.
It's a challenge. We have our mailing list here. We send out newsletters and things like that, and you get stuff back in the mail, and it's kind of discouraging because you want to keep in touch with everybody.
Well, you know, we have the Skyward system also, and I encourage parents to make sure they register to get on Skyward. As you know, that's an online system where parents can actually look at any time of the day or night on how their child is doing in school, their attendance. I mean, they can look in. That's parent involvement at its best, and I would encourage every parent that has access to get on Skyward, and we actually can email parents through Skyward as well. So that's another good way to communicate.
Wonderful. Well, I hope the first day of school, first week of school goes very well and very smoothly. And anytime we can help get the word out about things going on in the school district, we are glad to do that. I want to encourage our listeners to visit the school district's Facebook page and website because it's chock full of information, and they have just great videos on there and different things about what's going on in our schools and some of the great things that the school district is doing around the community.
Well, Robin, thanks for being our partner. It really means a lot to us, and we definitely want to work with all of our parents, and y'all have been a great help in helping us to get the word out.
Our pleasure.
Yeah, thanks,
All right.
Robin.
Thanks so much for coming in this morning. We're back into music with Lincoln Brewster. This is There Is Power. Good morning, 742.